Hello YouTubers, my name is X Factor and I finally unlocked the M249 after killing Irish 3 separate occasions in the Battlefield 4 single players. We're sneaking up as we got bombed off this first set of MCOMs. Don't worry, I'm going to bomb them back with some sandwiches over the lumber pile. The first time I played, it glitched out. We killed Irish, let the credits roll. I never got the M249. The second time I did it, it's when the multiplayer was being DDoSed and EA services were unavailable. Multiplayer wasn't available, so we figured we'd stream the single player. Killed Irish, let the credits roll, reset Origin, the whole 9 yards, never got it. And that was months ago. So I decided to jump back in because people were talking about the spring patch and how all the LMGs changed, all the assault rifles, carbines, PDWs changed, damage drop-off, spread, attachments. They said, oh, give the M249 a shot. Realized I hadn't had it unlocked yet. So back to single player we go for a third or fourth time to kill Irish yet again. And did you know the changes to the flashbang where they last 7 seconds, you can't look them off and go through walls and they're just crazy painful? Oh, that's a single player too. Also, did you know the crazy buckshot that can kill you from 20, 30, 40 meters away? That's in single player too right now. So we strapped this thing up to easy mode just to fly through it. I died probably 3 or 4 times, went 100 to 0. Had no clue what shot me. There was a loud boom, and then I was starting over the cutscene simulator again and again and again. But we finally got it after letting the credits roll, restarting Origin, getting into a multiplayer, then it finally popped up after acting really, really weird. So again, 800 rounds a minute, and of course 200 in the mag. So I love the RPK-74M. At medium and long range, the thing is an absolute beast with its increased damage model. Then of course, the ability to tap fire that thing like a beast and knock people down in 3 to 4 bullets across the map if you hit him in the head. It's absolutely filthy because it really doesn't have much of a spread to it if you tap fire properly. With the spring patch hitting, a lot of spread changes were made to LMGs, and of course the attachments. The way that you recover your spread is really messed with attachments. So I've stripped off everything on all my LMGs and pretty much every weapon in the game. I do put laser sight on my weapons. I toggle it off a lot of times if I'm looking through smoke. But if I'm about to turn a corner, get my back ride on, I'll toggle it back on. Then of course, the Coyote optic. So right now we've just got the Cobra, my old Battlefield 3 go-to. And I actually struggle with this just a little bit. Finding the sweet spot in between. It's been that long since I've used it, and a quick little peek like that just remedied a bunch of people hugging that concrete pillar. The good news is my squad mate got a beacon down you can see in the right of the mini-map, and we were parachuting and spawning in. So here's where the MG4 used to do work. Close and medium range, because you could just simply tap fire it out and be super accurate. Now, you've got to be kind of careful with what attachments you have on it, because if you have something on there, such as an angle grip or I think even stubby, it slows down your spread recovery. And of course, there were horizontal and vertical recoil adjustments to pretty much every weapon in the game. So most of these high rate of fire weapons are going to bounce side to side a little bit more. That is your horizontal recoil. That is very, very hard, if not impossible to counter. But of course, you can always counter vertical recoil. Just pull down or on an angle, depending on what weapon. So remember, the tracers are something that we're all getting used to, but hopefully it won't be for long. And here's a nice little parachute in as I'm wrestling with who's shooting at me, who's behind the bar, aka the bullet sponge, is what CTE is doing with the tracers. They've toned them down and plan on doing so for the next vanilla patch, which will be good. So we got bombed off the first set of MCOMs. The second set, we kind of put up a fight. This is the third set. And here you see the power of this thing, kind of a not on purpose head glitch, because more than likely he was looking someplace else. But that's something I wouldn't have been able to do with the RPK-74M if I would have missed that many shots. The RPK-74M has 41. If you get a full reload, it's an absolute beast. Might have been able to 2 or 3 shot that guy if I would have gotten a couple headshots. But coming up in a group of people or turning a corner, you really want something like the M249 or the MG4. Simply, it's rate of fire. It's extremely accurate if you do not strafe, or you strafe, stop, then burst, then strafe, stop, then burst again. But you just want that rate of fire up close. Nothing replaces it. So this time the beacon's down, just run around. You can go out of bounds for a couple seconds. And here you see some more people prone, small targets, pretty good distance. And I'm still trying to figure out if it's a tap fire or if it's microbursting rounds of 3 to 4. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this absolutely naked, except for the optic M249 gameplay as I try to get the Coyote optic unlocked. As always, YouTubers, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. It looks like we held off the onslaught. We'll see you guys soon.
Good game.